Bell rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Tuesday the 25th of the 5th 2021. Time is just coming up to 0415 GMT. Asian session well underway, a European session about to fire up, and our lunchtime is the North American session. Right, yesterday, Monday the 24th, we had a positive opposed driver in the euro, plus 69. Front and back door flows, mainly coming out of the dollar at minus 54, out of the pound at minus 32, and the yen was the positive rock at plus 17, activity plus or minus 86. Intra-week then, this is from yesterday to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a positive opposed driver in the euro, plus 86, front and back door flows, mainly coming out of the dollar, minus 82, out the pound at minus 23, and the yen is the positive rock at plus 19, activity plus or minus 105. Intraday then, this is the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a negative opposed driver in the dollar at minus 29, front and back door flows mainly going into the euro at plus 17, into the yen at plus 13, and the pound is the negative rock at minus 1, activity plus or minus 30. Right, what's going to knock it about? Well, yesterday we had a quiet day today. And today we've got a relatively quiet day today as well. We've got German GDP, which is a tier 2 event, and business climate, also tier 2 for Germany. Right, tomorrow then, Wednesday the 26th, we've got New Zealand trade balance and the New Zealand rates decision. So that's pretty early morning focus for the NZD. And Thursday the 27th, we've got US durable goods orders, capital goods and GDP. And Friday is again a light day today. So this week is characterised by relatively light data, unless you're trading the NZD, which is what we are, of course. Right, so let's have a look at the flows and the asset classes. Our trades, as expected, they've come back a bit. We're about 4,400 and change up from a peak of 6,000. But we expected this with the NZD data and the way the economic calendar is boxed in at the moment. Right, so we've got the euro. The euro is strong, except against the pound. The yen is weak, except against the dollar and the CAD. The pound is strong across the board. The Swiss is strong, except against the euro. The CAD is weak across the board. The AUD is weak, except against the dollar, the yen, and the CAD. And the NZD is strong, except against the euro, the pound and the Swiss, and the dollar is weak, except against the CAD. Right, so what have we got? We've got pound strength across the board, we've got CAD weakness, and take your pick in the middle. Right, so let's just have a look at the other asset classes. As usual, we'll start with the US dollar index. Right, so let's have a look at that. US dollar index. Basically, it's broken and it's back to about here. It's where is it? 89.76. So it's come off a bit from yesterday. Had a very minor bounce. It's at the double bottom, if you like. Gold then. Normally likes a weak dollar, and where are we? we? Gold has come up and it's about 0.28 from the high, so it's improved, but it's still not at the highs. Oil, as we expected, has come up. It's 0.2 from the high, so that's oil. Wall Street broke. It's come back and it's about 0.17 from the high. The S&P double top, and the S&P is actually 0.11 from the high, so it's relatively a little bit higher, stronger. And the tech finally broke, and then it came back down. It's now 0.25 from the high, so the tech is, relatively speaking, on the up compared to recently. Then you've got US 10-year on the bonds and the bund. Right, so the US 10-year, what's it doing? It's 0.4 from the high. So there's been a bounce off, because this is the price. So yields have come off again, and the bund broke, and it's now at this support after the break. So the price has come back up, but relatively speaking, European yields are outgunning US yields, and this will have a positive effect on the euro dollar. So in theory. Right, so then we've got copper. Now, copper had those 5 pumps, and it came back, and it's basically, where are we? It broke and then it came back. It's 0.4 from the high, so it's struggling to get back up there, but it's had a bit more strength again recently. US steel sold off at the double top. It broke, and it's trying to claw its way back up there. It's 0.45 from the high. But basically, copper and US steel are still a little bit soft, and they haven't recovered. Gold has come back, but it's not quite making it yet, and oil has recovered a fair bit. Right, so let's just finish off with the final analysis then. So as we said, our trades have come off. If you looked at the weekly reviews, you'd know that we were expecting this due to the nature of the NZD. Right, so we're short USD dollar against the euro, the pound and the AUD, and we're short NZD against the euro, the pound, the CAD and the AUD, and we're about plus 4,400 points profit approximately. Right, so that's where we are. We're not going to change our positions. Obviously it's going to get quite rocky running into the New Zealand rates decision early tomorrow morning. We've got this light data, and so there's going to be a few people, the bigger players, repositioning and using a bit of muscle in relatively low liquidity environments. So that's what we're up to. Hope that helps. See you again tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thank you very much.